I'm having a crack at paddling around Britain this summer. It's been done many times before, mostly in groups. I think about half a dozen people have completed it solo. I now realise I'm not going to complete it this summer, but it's been interesting trying. Started in March from Teddington, took the boat down to the bottom of the garden, put it on the river and set off. And the plan was to get to the end of the river, turn right, keep turning right and come back in August. My job was going nowhere. I was getting paid to do a job of work and not being given the work to do, which sounds like a great deal, but actually you can't live your life doing nothing. So I decided to take a few months off to do this trip, a sort of middle-aged gap year, and then having a change of career when I go back. The second night out I had a bit of a setback. There's a long leg from Greenwich to the Isle of Sheppey in North Kent, where you can't get off the water. It's either industrial or it's very muddy, and so I got in absolutely knackered late at night, and the boat was nicked while I was asleep in the tent. So that was a bit of a downer, and that kept me off the water for 2 weeks. Fantastic cliff scenery all the way around the coast from Poole onwards. Going round the coast at this time of year in the early spring with all the seabirds nesting. The southeast wasn't such an interesting coastline to go round, with the exception of Beachy Head. I went round Beachy Head on a misty day, with the Beachy Head itself and the Seven Sisters all wreathed in fog, and the foghorn going on the lighthouse, and that was quite atmospheric. Well, I try to avoid scary moments. I'm very, very cautious about the conditions that I paddle in. That's part of the deal with my wife, that I don't take unnecessary risks. But yeah, I've had one or two interesting ones. I've been trashed a few times doing surf landings in Cornwall, and going around the Lizard was interesting. I just missed the tide getting around Lizard Point. It was cutting up a bit rough going around there. The boat was airborne. The first 2/3 of the boat were airborne and crashing down. So that was quite entertaining, but not really scary. You know, it's the sort of thing that you do for fun when you're feeling fresh and you can get off the water easily. But at the end of a long day's paddle, then it is a bit overexciting.